But I told you yesterday, I do have something that happened to me that has changed my life, and it does involve my blood. Hey y'all.
Hello, hello.
It's me, Lauren.
It's me, Jamie. Welcome to episode 13 of the What Are We Doing podcast.
Hey y'all.
We do this every week and we're like, oh my God, I can't believe it's another week. But like, yes, time
Here
does
we are.
go on and we are here. We also are trying to settle a debate whether 13 is lucky or unlucky. We'll get y'all's opinion.
I see where you're coming from with the unlucky by Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
That seems like an unlucky day. But I also have this feeling, and I think I have memories of people choosing 13 like as their lottery number. Like I think it's a good number. Let us know.
We'll ask you guys. We'll see. We'll see. But anyways, let's get into what we did this past weekend. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope everyone had a great time with their fam.
How was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. It was nice. Thanksgiving. That was the way you just said that.
How was your Thanksgiving? What did I say?
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
We're
It's the same word. What are you talking about?
We're emphasizing totally different parts of the word. Anyways, oh my God.
I want to hear a word from you. Let's watch a documentary. I don't know what that is.
Elementary. It's not just me, I'm telling you. It's everyone from where in upstate New York.
Yeah, all wrong.
Anyways, it was good. Speaking of upstate New York, good. Very relaxing, very nice time with fam. I'm already excited for Christmas, just to have some more time, you know? Yeah. How was yours?
It was good. I went to Starkville and I reunited with my college friends for the Egg Bowl. It was awesome to be back. Mississippi State did play like crap and we did lose, but you know, there's always next year. That's okay.
Yeah.
But I told you yesterday, I do have something that happened to me that has changed my life, and it does involve my blood.
She said that yesterday, and I was like,
I'm like, Jamie, something happened with my butthole.
Can we talk about?
And it changed my whole. I'm gonna get fired for this one. It changed my whole world.
I'm so scared.
Okay, it's not what you guys are thinking. It's not what Jamie's thinking. I used a bidet for the first time.
God.
Have you ever used one?
No.
Okay, let me just tell you. My old roommate, she's like, Lauren, this is going to be a little weird. But whenever you walk into my bathroom, there is a bidet. So use it if you want. I can show you how to use it. So she taught me. I got a bidet lesson. No butts were involved in the lesson. It was just turning it off and on, different levels, different speeds, different angles that it can wash. It was amazing. I used like 1 square of toilet paper every time I used the bathroom. And it was amazing. It was stunning. Honestly, it tickles a little bit. You feel so squeaky clean. I've never been cleaner in my life than after I left her house. And it was like I got to like live it up for 3 days, living like a queen with a bidet. And so guess what's in my Amazon cart right now?
A bidet?
A bidet. It's just a clip onto your toilet.
It is?
It rocked my world.
Oh
yeah,
my God. I thought it was like a full-on, I'm like, you're just going to install a new toilet in your apartment?
I'm not a high-class lady yet. Look, you just clip it on.
Yet.
It's like $35 on Amazon. I'm telling you, it's off the charts.
I feel like the little preview of this episode is going to have to be,
it has to be something about my
butthole.
Look. Episode title, Lauren's butthole. I've got to stop saying that. My mom's going to watch this and be like, stop saying that word so much. That is gross. Not ladylike.
Wait, you know what's really funny before we move on is that I've started watching New Girl recently, which I know is your show, and I just watched the episode where Jess is at that guy's house, and he's like, Jess, and the bidet.
Look, that thing is nuts. Whenever I turned it on high, like just playing with it, it shut the wall. I don't know what is going on with your system. If you have to use the high level,
something is not okay.
You need to see a gastroenterologist ASAP. If you're using the high setting, call the police.
Call the police.
It's
oh my God.
Nuts.
I can't handle you.
All of that to say, I had a great weekend.
Oh my God. Squeaky clean, everyone.
I had a squeaky clean Thanksgiving, y'all.
Oh my. Okay, well, I'm moving on to our sponsor.
Perfect segue. Oh, this is a perfect segue.
What?
Squeaky clean. We happen to have the cleanest seltzer available.
We do.
Shout out to NÜTRL for sponsoring this podcast. In case you forgot, NÜTRL is a new hard seltzer made with real vodka, real juice, and sparkling water. It's gluten-free. It's only 100 calories. It has no added sugar, you guys. Long story short, you guessed it, This is about as squeaky clean a seltzer as you can get.
Everybody is getting squeaky clean. We got 3 flavors: pineapple, watermelon, and raspberry. They are so good. We have a little tasting video on our Instagram. But yeah, you can pick these up at any local liquor store. Get those, grab a pack for this weekend.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big weekend for football.
Oh yeah, nothing like, see, this is something that you can drink all day long because it's really clean. It's not going to make you feel nasty and bloated, but it's also got like a pretty average ABV. It's got 4.5% alcohol, so you can drink that steady all day.
Grab your own and make yourself a little neutral angel. Shout out to Megan again for this beautiful tree.
This is amazing.
We are obsessed with that little guy up there.
Anyway, so thank you. Thank you, Neutral.
Thank you. So we have a very fun guest this week. I feel like we say that every week, but genuinely he is the most interesting human being I've ever met in my entire life.
He's got a cool career.
Yeah, you guys will see why. But yeah, so that will be our guest. His name is Zack, and we're gonna go to him in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, you guys, we are here with this week's guest. This is Zack Frongillo. He is a dancer in the Savannah Ballet Theater's production of the Nutcracker. Welcome to the pod.
Thank you guys so much. I'm excited to be here.
Oh, we are excited as well.
I am excited.
We have been researching the Nutcracker all morning because I know we both have kind of like gone to a bunch of productions when we were little. We're like, what is the storyline again? So tell us.
forgot it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, and it's really bad because I'm like the worst classically trained ballet dancer of all time because I don't know it very well either, but I'll do my best. Basically, it's Clara and her family. They have this party and gifts come out, and she's given the Nutcracker, and then the Nutcracker basically becomes alive and transports Clara through different periods of time, different countries and variations and all this sort of thing. But what's unique about Savannah Ballet is that it's based off of Savannah.
Oh, that is so cool.
So there's certain parts that are based off of Savannah history. One of the variations is actually Broughton Street variation. And so like there's different, in each city that you go to with the Nutcracker, they'll add their own spins in it. So Colorado Ballet did some based off of Colorado. But then you have like ABT that will stick pretty much to the book in the classically trained. But
Wow.
That is so cool.
Can I ask for some clarification?
Absolutely.
At the end of the Nutcracker,
happened?
we've been arguing about this all morning. Does the Nutcracker turn to a human and become her boyfriend, or is that not what happens?
He goes back.
Is he a Nutcracker?
I think if I know
goes like
correctly.
Spoiler alert,
so
spoiler alert, like-
so I have just as many questions as you do, apparently. I think that in all reality, it's basically a dream that happens.
Okay.
So she has this dream of the Nutcracker, and then the Nutcracker becomes alive, and that's I mean, there's a rat king, and
Yes.
fighting an actual rat and stuff like that. I don't think actually happens. I think it's more dreamland.
Okay, so the Nutcracker boyfriend I just made up out of thin air.
I feel like that needs to happen though.
I think she likes him though.
She got a crush on him for sure.
Okay, so what is your role?
So I jump around a lot. So I'm a couple different things. So I do a couple of the variations. I think my main one is the Russian variation, which is a lot of fun. It's very acrobatic, I would say, and we made it very difficult on myself because, obviously, yeah, exactly, absolutely. I didn't want any rest or anything, so made it hard. So that's like the big one. I also do Rat King, so I'll fight the Nutcracker as well, and then Broughton Street variation, like I was talking about, I'll do that one, and then a couple other that I can't remember, but I have a couple roles throughout the whole thing.
Cool.
Go
And
ahead.
No, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say, I vividly remember watching it as a kid, like the Christmas tree growing and that Rat King coming out. Like all the kids would be like, oh my God,
Yeah.
the Rat King might come out.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at scaring the children.
Love that.
Which is really funny because a lot of the rats are also like babies, like the babiest of babies, like I would say 3 and under.
Oh,
Like-
they're so scared of you.
Yeah, well, I have to like direct them and tell them where to go, which is really funny. But we're playing up like the joke of it, of like the kids being the army and stuff like that, which is really good.
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've kind of gotten way ahead of our planned questions here,
yeah.
but I did kind of want, like, we know a little bit about you. You're very interesting, and so we know, like, you're a sporty guy, and you have kind of an interesting story getting into dancing. Can you tell us about that?
Absolutely. So I started out. I played baseball, hockey. I played pretty much every sport you can imagine. My parents were always very like, if you want to try it, you can try it. We'll support you and try it. And so I tried everything growing up. baseball and hockey were kind of where my focuses lied. That's where like I found the most love, I guess, over the years. It was relatively good enough to, you know, pursue it at the next level after high school. But while in high school, there was some downtime, and both of my sisters were in musical theater, and they were like, you know what? You're not doing anything. Come, we need more guys. Come be a part of it. And it's a show called Anything Goes, and Anything Goes is a tap musical. So it's not like, you know, West Side Story where anybody can just kind of be thrown in and you can be put in the back and you can be hidden. It's tap. They hear you. You can be heard. You have to be on top of it. And so the director, her name was Rochelle. She was the choreographer. She owns a dance studio called Extreme Dance Force back in Littleton, Colorado. And she would put on audition prep classes, basically. Would get into those, and I loved it. I had a blast, honestly. Like, it was one of the most fun I was ever having. And kept going, and as you know, auditions came and went, and she was like, well, if you want to stay up to date for the show, like, just keep taking the classes. People would, like, slowly, like, trickle out, like, you know, moving on to the next thing. It just kind of kept going until it was literally just me left in the class. And she was like, I'm not giving you just a class. Come take with our company kids. So I ended up taking tap classes with the company, and that turned into them like, hey, you should compete. And I was like, I'm not good. Like, I'm not going to do that. And somehow they convinced me and started doing that. So that was through my sophomore year, would have been my sophomore year of high school. And then junior year, they convinced me again. They're like, hey, you should take technique because you're a guy and you will do well in competitions. You already did. After my first year, I won a national championship, which was dumb. I mean, it's
excuse me.
It's very casual. Like, I have no idea how I won anything. But they were like, you did well. Might as well come take the real classes. And that's when I started. So it was about middle of my junior year of when I started taking ballet, contemporary, lyrical, all that kind of stuff. And then stuck with it in my senior year and kind of went to school for it. I fell in love with it. And I was like, you know what? Let's redirect the track here and go the dance route. And so I took the athletic ability and brought it into the dance world, which was new. And I think it brought a new and unique perspective for a lot of people of how dance is perceived and how athletic it really is.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It completely is. Whenever you look at like someone that does ballet and everything, they are an athlete completely.
Oh, their bodies are unbelievable.
Yeah, it's insane. Everybody's doing like bar and everything now, which is exactly what everybody does.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And so along the way, you landed at the Savannah Bananas.
Yes. Okay. So actually, I retired from dance after my junior year of college. So in my it wasn't retirement because I still had to finish out the track. So I had to finish the program, so that still required going to class. But after that point, I was like, you know what, I'm kind of done. And the reason being was this hockey team showed up in Vegas called the Vegas Golden Knights, and I was like, being a hockey fan my whole life, I was like, I'm going to get involved. I don't know how, but I'm going to get involved. So they were promo team and ice crew auditions, and I had skated and all that kind of stuff. And so I got involved with that, and for some reason they decided to keep me around, and fell in love with the sports entertainment aspect of things. Because Vegas, the Vegas Golden Knights, they are top tier. Like, you can't get better than them. And I was put in such a great position with some great people and a great mentor, Johnny Greco. Like, still to this day, I texted him like a week ago. I was like, hey, thanks again for like hiring me, because who knows where I'd be without that. But so as that kind of went along, 4 years came and going, and I think that everybody in certain positions, especially when it comes to work and sports entertainment, you have a shelf life, and shelf lives, they come and go. And I had gotten to mine, and I'll never forget it. It was January 19th. I'm playing golf with my parents, and I get a video message, which is rare, from a 912 number. I'm like, okay, so
oh my God.
I don't know if I should open this in the first place, but
what is
This
this?
is unsolicited.
of course,
I'm
and
nervous.
my mom's like, well, obviously you got to open it, and of course I open it, and I see a man in a yellow tux.
Oh.
And
my God.
I had heard about the Savannah Bananas just because of how entertaining they really are. Like, the entertainment value comes first, and then baseball is after that. Well, fans, and then entertainment, and then baseball. But as a baseball fan, I'd been following them for a long time, and see their TikToks, obviously, because they're just amazing.
Yeah,
and
they are.
and he said, I like to talk with creative people, and I got your information from Cameron Hughes, who's another one of my good mentors, and then confirmed it with Johnny Greco. I just want to talk to you about what's going on in Banana Land. And next thing I knew, I was coming down here in March for the spring series, and then for some reason, again, they keep wanting me to come back. So brought me on for the CPL season, and then from there into Director of Entertainment.
Wow.
Wow. That's
Just
freaking cool,
literally
though.
like this is your life. It's just like so many different things that you are doing, which is insane.
I love it. I've always been a juggler. So even like balancing a sport and dance, and while I was dancing competitively, I was doing shows. So I didn't miss a show in high school. We did 3 shows a year. I did every single show while dancing competitively on the weekends, and then playing sports at the same time. Like somehow my poor mother, honestly, once I got my driver's license, she was like, thank God.
I'm
Like,
dead.
yeah, exactly. So, but she was a saint. My dad, they took me everywhere, and they were super supportive, and they were able to help me balance it. And I think it's helped me in my career now too, being able to balance a lot of people.
So tell us about the connection between the Bananas and Savannah Ballet Theater. How did you get involved with that?
So
Just add to this.
yeah, no, this is so
twist.
another part where I didn't want to do it, and then it ended up working out really well. So we have a dancing first base coach, and he had a family emergency, and we're always about the fans. So it's a fans first experience. It's always someone's first game. People that are coming in, I mean, we average 24 states a game that are coming in, which is unheard of. 24 states
That's so
around the country, they're coming to these games. And they see our TikToks, they see a dancing first base coach. They expect that. That's part of our culture. That's who we are. We can't not deliver that. And he was out, and we didn't have another suggestion. And when I moved to Savannah, I was kind of like, I'm actually done dancing. Like, not going to do it, not going to train, not going to do anything. And Jesse, he was like, we need a dancer. Can you find one? I'm like, try my best. I'm not really connected in the dance community. I've been here for 5 months at this point. And he was like, well, you have the dance background. Can you do it? And I was like, I really, really don't want to. Like, I don't want to. He convinced me, and it didn't take much convincing, to be honest, but it was, I got into it, and then it got filmed. And that's what we do. It's called the Circle of Life, and it's basically like if we produce something on the entertainment side, marketing's going to pick it up and put it to our digital audience, and that drives our merchandise, and just this big winding circle. But they picked it up, put it on TikTok, and it blew up. It blew up. I think it's up around, I want to say it's like 2.9 million views.
I'm changing your lower third. You're now international TikTok sensation, Zack. Scratch everything.
I wish I could remember her name, but there's like there's some really interesting people that picked it up. I really wish I could remember her name, and it's going to haunt me that I can't. But she picked it up and posted it for National Ballet Day.
Wow.
And again, blew up again. And then I got an email one day at my Bananas email. They're like, hey, we need a guy for our production of Sleepy Hollow. Would you be interested in just like talking with us? I was like, oh God, here we go again. Of course, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I can juggle, a full season. And well, at the time it's off season. So I was like, I can see it. And I wanted to help out because they were kind of in a pinch, and, fell in love with the people over at Savannah Ballet Theater. Like super great people, mean the world. I mean, Miss Sue, she's just an incredible human being, and is so kind and amazing. And I wanted to help her out as much as I could. And so they actually gave me a lead role, which again, don't know why they did that either. Like they've seen a minute-long video, and they're like, yeah, he could be the lead.
He can do it.
Great. Apparently went well enough, and again, they wanted me back for Nutcracker, and that's how the Bananas and Savannah Ballet Theater kind of connected.
Wow.
Oh my God. It's the gift that keeps on giving. It's just like, here, we're just gonna give you another form of
Yeah.
entertainment that you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Okay, well, one of our next questions was, what are you doing after the Nutcracker? Has anyone else got something on your plate, or are you just waiting for another phone call?
Well, after Nutcracker's done, it's kind of a sprint to our world tour for the Bananas.
Yeah.
We're growing so fast. It's unbelievable. I mean, last year we went to one city. We went to Mobile, Alabama, and that was my first time actually ever being with the Bananas. That was like my test run, and now we're going to 7 cities this year, and that's 7 weekends on the road, and then we have a dress rehearsal the week before. So from pretty much from March until mid-May, every weekend we're on the road. And that's building a show that is specific to each city and making sure it's authentically bananas and making it amazing for each city. Because now, as opposed to people coming in to see us here in Savannah, we're going to them. So now more people are going to be able to see it. So we have to bring the best show possible because we want them to be fans, and we want them going home and be like, oh my gosh, you have to go see a Savannah Bananas game because, you know, a guy on stilts was hitting like just wild stuff. That's the reality of it. And so we're creating fans by going to all these places, and that's what we want to do is like the fans first, entertain always. So it's kind of a sprint to get into that, and then after that, the end of May is when we get into our Coastal Plain League season. So it's kind of like the more regular season, and you know, that's every other day kind of thing, building shows for that. So after Nutcracker, it's kind of getting into the season and focus back up onto the baseball.
Very cool.
I think it's so cool that you've been able to combine your love for sports and also entertainment and performing.
Oh, yeah.
That is so crazy.
Yeah, that was kind of why dance took a back seat, was because I had this, and the Vegas Golden Knights, they put me in a really good opportunity. I was the only one with skating experience and performing experience, and we did a full on ice show. Like a lot of people, like a lot of friends would be like, "Is Disney on ice?" But it's kind of what it was. Like we did some, like I had a full on battle with the Knight, who is like he's not a mascot, but he's like a manscot because he's himself. But he's playing a character. But we had these full shows, and I was the only one with the performing experience, and they put me in the position. They said, you know what, you're going to be the bad guy. And so for every team for the entire year, I was every other team. So I go out there, get booed, skate, do a show, and then go back, and then I go stage manage for the rest of the game. But that turned into the first year we went to the Stanley Cup Finals, and Johnny Greco being just the absolute, I mean, the entire team, they're just unbelievably creative people. We did a specific intro for each team, which turned into, you know, we played the Winnipeg Jets. I flew from the ceiling. So they took me from the ice into the ceiling on a fly system because I went up to get to the jet. And then for the finals, we played the Capitals, and I came down from the ceiling as like the leader of the Capitals and like an eagle kind of like character.
What?
And
What a fun
like
fact.
these, it's unbelievable. And that was literally because they gave me the opportunity to perform. And then after that, I go stage manage, and I get to, you know, bring the two together.
Yeah.
And now I'm in love with the backstage of it, but
Yeah.
still figuring out ways to perform.
And so why, kind of related question, why do you think you do keep dancing as much as you try to get away?
That's a great question. You know, I think you can't take it out of you.
Yeah.
Like once you get to a certain point, you can't take it out of you. I have, you know, so many close friends, and I don't want to say I felt like a responsibility to keep dancing because that wouldn't be true. I've always been, you know, whatever I'm going to do, I have to do it for myself. And saying that I was like feeling like I was letting people down isn't true, just because I did it for myself. But after things kind of picked up again, and I really actually took a back seat to it and kind of looked in and realized how many people I was actually kind of helping with like this balance between athletics and ballet, because there's kids that, you know, there's kids that are bullied all the time for dancing, and that's not okay, and you don't want that, because, you know, if you love it, then why not pursue it? So I felt like I have this, again, I don't want to say it's a responsibility to them, but like, you know, I want to show that it's okay, and I want to show that like you can have this balance of like athletics and ballet and the arts and sports, and they can combine in so many different ways. And it's also giving other people the opportunities to, you know, find jobs in sports, because there's like this persona of sports of like it's so hard to get into, which it kind of is if you take it in a different way, but there are so many jobs in sports that are out there. You just got to find it and find one that fits you.
What a good answer.
I know. I totally see where you're coming from too, where especially like for boys growing up, it's like, oh, why aren't you going and playing baseball or doing something else, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I have to ask, as the musical theater kid myself, like, what shows have you been in? I'm
Okay.
super
Do you want the musical theaters, or do you want like the plays too?
Oh, both.
Okay, both. I think I can go through all of them. So my first one was Miracle Worker. So that was the first play that I did. And then we got into Anything Goes. And then Anything Goes, we went into Leading Ladies. And then Leading Ladies, we went into the Laramie Project.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a lot of fun. Laramie Project into Cinderella. Hated that one. It was a Rodgers and Hammerstein.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
terrible.
if it's-
So
yeah,
bad. I hate it. Ugh.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah.
Yeah. And then from there, what did we do? We went into Curiosity Cat. My assistant directed that one. Again, didn't like that one. I feel I'm definitely missing a few. Then we did Great Gatsby, which was my favorite show I ever did. I was Nick. Yep, we did the Great Gatsby for the stage. It wasn't a musical. That'd be really funny. Like
I'm like, wait, what? I was like,
sorry, I missed Diary of Anne Frank. That was
oh
my
my
junior
gosh,
year.
Yeah.
And then Bye Bye Birdie.
Oh yeah.
Which really funny. I was the only like dancer that's like at least somewhat trained at this point, and I was the only like non-singing, non-dancing role for that show. It's like, what are we doing here?
Who casted the show?
Yeah,
Who's the
Herb.
director?
I'm looking at you. And then so finishing up senior year, we did Gatsby into Addams Family.
Wow, those are fun shows.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
totally
Like high school was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
like,
high school was a lot of
It was
fun.
cool.
Wow. Oh my God, I just had to ask. Also, for people that have never tap danced, like that is hard.
It's
so
not,
the
yeah.
fact that you picked that up, like we did Thoroughly Modern Millie at school.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my, yeah. Talk about tap dancing.
Yeah.
Like that is hard. So
Yeah.
kudos to you for just being like, yeah, I'm gonna.
Oh,
pick
it was
up
not
again.
good. It was not good, and it took a long time to actually get somewhat like able to do it. And Rochelle, who I talked about earlier, she did a great job of like really being able to hide tap for non-stage audience, a whole lot of time steps and stuff like that. But it was not good for a long time, and it popped like we kind of talked about off the air of like Facebook memories popping up every year. I'll always see it. It's the first time I ever got on stage to perform with the company. Whoa, that is bad. It's so bad.
I like turning it
I
on.
love
I
it.
want to see the video.
Oh,
wanna see
I
it?
can find it for sure. It's so bad. I'm like, I was always a really short kid. I was like 4'9" until like my senior year of high school. Like two girls that now I tower over, my two partners that I originally had. I tower over both of them, but like they were towering over me at the time. It was just not a good look. Like 4'9", like not good. But the moves were
God.
bad, and everybody was trying to be confident with me. And
Oh my God.
so bad. Ugh.
Hey, well, it all worked out in the end.
Yeah.
Eventually, I got
Yeah.
there eventually. I don't know. Again, I don't know how it happened, but somehow we got there.
So, I have one last question.
Yeah,
Unless
yeah.
you have
Go
more.
on.
Why should people come see the Nutcracker?
I think that you should come see the Nutcracker one because it's going to be a lot of fun. So that's like step one. The Nutcracker is a staple for Christmas time, and it's one of those ones that like it's non-religious either. Like it's kind of just like a, it's a show. It's ballet and it's the arts, and especially here in Savannah with like the large SCAD community, like absolutely come see the arts, support the arts, and then you're gonna learn a little bit about history too of like Savannah, which is cool. And if you want to come see me, like,
I was about to say, they can see you.
you come say hi. I'll like every show, and I've always done it since high school. I always after every show, I'll go out and meet the people after the show.
Oh, that's so good.
Because who am I to just? First off, I like compliments. Like
Oh,
everybody
for sure.
does.
Yeah.
Everybody likes compliments. You did so good. I'm like, oh, stop.
No way.
Thanks.
But yeah, I like to go talk to people and like pick their brain and see what they thought about it, and that that makes you better in the long run creatively. So.
And when is you took the first question, so we were going to ask the same thing. But when is the show? What are the details? Where can people get tickets? All that
Yeah,
stuff.
so if you go to the Savannah Ballet Theater's website, all the information is going to be there. Mainly because I don't know necessarily. I just kind of show up.
Yeah.
They keep telling me like, hey, you got to be here then. I'm like, great, I'll be there.
lot
But
of
I know like we're at Tybee Post, I want to say on the 15th, 16th, or 16th or 17th. And then we have an off day because we're loading into the Savannah Civic Center.
Cool.
So we'll be over here at the Civic Center on the 18th, which
cool.
I'm pretty confident about that one. And we're doing, it's like brand new sensory, it's a light sensory show. So like any kids that like, have sensitivity to light, sound, whatever it may be, this show is going to be like half lit. You can talk, like you move if you have to. Like anybody that has like a disability that keeps you from coming to a show, we have a show that you can come to that's like specific for you so that you can still appreciate it for what it is, which is really, really cool. I've never seen
amazing.
anything like it, so I'm really excited to be a part of it,
Wow.
but that one will be a
That's
lot of fun.
really cool.
Yeah.
Super cool. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Do
thank
you have
you
any more
guys.
questions?
No,
I'm
is
like-
there anything else you want to
I'm
tell
mind
us?
blown.
I feel like I can talk all day.
I'll talk anytime you want.
Your resume is insane.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming
Yeah,
on the
thank
pod.
you. I really, really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
He was awesome.
Guys, I don't know about you, but I was on the edge of my seat the entire time. Because honestly, it really was just, what was his next move?
What a fun career.
Seriously.
That's just really cool. I really enjoyed his company.
I would love to be the person to get his resume and be like, wow, you are cool.
And also, we did an introduction and connect on him a couple weeks ago, and we didn't even bring this up because there was so much to talk about, but he also did some kind of ballet in South Korea, right? Like,
yes.
This is an international man,
Yep.
y'all.
And you can find him, we talked about this after, at Saddlebags every weekend, so he is there.
Tearing it up.
Getting down and dirty, so... Yes, we don't have a top story this week.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that because we have a very packed "What Are We Doing" segment for you guys. That's the important stuff we got to get in there. So we're gonna hop into that.
Jamie, do you know what's important? Like, do you?
But what is?
Jamie,
What is important?
what is important is, what are we doing? Are you ready? Like, what? Are you with me? What are we doing?
Are you really gonna say it that quietly?
Jamie! What are we doing?
What are we doing, Lauren?
What are we doing,
You
Jamie?
kept saying it so quietly, and I'm like, no way. You're just
Has
gonna
she
say it
taken
like
a turn? No. Oh, you know me. If I whisper, I'm
Sure.
going to scream right afterwards. Okay.
All right.
What are we doing, you guys? On Wednesday, December 1st, Bourbon and Blues is having their holiday bourbon cocktail competition. So join Bourbon and Blues on Wednesday night for a cocktail competition where you are the judge. Basically, there's going to be 5 talented local bartenders mixing up bourbon creations, and then the crowd will decide on a winner. And there's going to be food, there's going to be live music. I'm also going to be the MC, so definitely come for me.
I literally saw the smirk on your face. I'm like, waiting for it.
When is she going to plug herself? I will be there. It's going to be really, really cool. And if you're not a bourbon drinker, the hosts have actually encouraged you to come because these cocktails are going to be made for everyone. You know, they're not just going to put you a bourbon on ice. It's going to be like an intro to bourbon if you are not quite there yet.
Super cool.
This event is at the Clyde venue from 6 to 8:30 p.m. Also, we just ran across the street and grabbed a coffee and learned about another event that's not on our rundown. Super Bloom, right over here next to Starlin Yard, is doing a watercolor painting night, and it is free. This is on Wednesday from like 4 to 8-ish. So go check that out. They've got a ton of holiday gifts over there, and get your paint on.
Yeah, and their coffee is spectacular.
Really good.
Like, I'm feeling really energized. Very good. Yeah, we are excited to hear about that. That'll be fun. That is Wednesday for you. We got an extra day for you this week. We are not kidding. It is packed. Now, Thursday, December 2nd. Can't believe we're already into December. I don't know where this year went. But first, we got for you Downtown Design District Holiday Walk from 5 to 9 p.m. Get ready to shop, drink, eat, and socialize. Lots of holiday shopping for you to do in the historic district.
Design District.
Design District.
That's such a
There
cute
we
part
go.
of town. That'll be really fun.
Yeah, that's really cool. Second one we got for you is Holiday Oyster Roast and Pop-Up Shops. Oysters, we're just really talking about that so much recently.
Every week.
From 4:30 to 6:30 on Broughton Street, you're invited to join the Savannah Area Chamber of Commerce where they will be roasting bushels of fresh local oysters. Ooh, interesting. Around the Christmas tree on Broughton Street. So that is super fun. That went up last week. So check that out. And it will feature music, beverages, networking, lots of pop-up shops from local vendors.
That sounds cool. I go to a lot of, I guess as a company, go to a lot of the chamber events, but I'm excited for one with oysters.
Yeah, and it's a little holiday thing to do.
Holiday
Love it.
vibes. All right, y'all. Happening Friday, December 3rd. It is Celtic Christmas at the Grand Lake Club. So join the Savannah Irish Festival for a Celtic Christmas featuring award-winning band, the Byrne Brothers, all the way from Dublin, Ireland. That's really cool. So this event is from 7 to 10 p.m. and tickets are available at SavannahIrishFest.com. Little St. Patrick's Day preview in December.
Love
I
it.
like it.
My Irish people.
Yes. Also happening Friday is the Tybee Island Christmas Parade. Head out to the beach for Tybee Island's Christmas Parade, y'all. The parade starts at Memorial Park and moves down Butler Avenue to Tybrecia Street. Is that how you pronounce that? In my head, it's Tybrecia, but I feel like that's probably not right. Tybrecia.
Yep.
One of those type
It
of
works.
streets.
That's
Also
good.
happening Friday the 3rd is the Fabulous Equinox Orchestra show, Miracle on Swing Street. So join the Fabulous Equinox Orchestra for their holiday party at District Live on Friday night at 7 p.m. You can expect to hear all your favorite Christmas songs, new and old, with Clay and Jeremy's spicy little Louisiana twist on them.
They're so good.
They are so fun. Tickets are $40, and those are available on Ticketmaster.
Yeah, definitely do not miss that. They are a good time.
Yeah, we went to their show, what was that, October? Mm-hmm. And that show was amazing. And it was a Broadway theme, and that was so up your alley, but I didn't even know a lot of the Broadway songs, and I had a blast.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Oh my God, me crying in the corner quite literally when he started singing Dear Evan Hansen. I'll never get over that. So this is a very important...
The Nerf, are you kidding me?
This is a very important day, y'all. December 4th. Ooh.
Look at that.
It is.
The mufflers for December 4th have arrived.
Drum roll, please. It is Lauren's birthday.
I'm turning 25.
Oh, yeah. And for those of you watching the video version, we do have little baby
We're celebrating.
birthday hats.
We have hats for 3-year-olds. Dude, how do you wear a party hat?
I think we
Where do you
gotta
put your
put
hair?
our hair.
You know what? I'm leaving it. I look good.
I feel like I look wild. Guys, how do you wear a correct party hat?
For the picture, I'm going to fix my hair, but for
Does this look normal?
Yeah. What the heck? What did you do? You look cute now. I look weird.
I just put my hair.
All
We're
of
having
it?
some, no, just some. Yeah, there you go.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's good. That's
Okay.
good.
I just whacked my microphone. Sorry, you guys.
We just really looked crazy for a second. Okay, so guys, it is Lauren's birthday. Friday night, we actually have her birthday party. As if it's like my party.
Oh,
too.
it's a group event.
Yeah,
Look.
yeah. We will, if you'll see us in prom dresses walking around downtown, it is a prom-themed birthday party.
Nothing like turning 25 and celebrating going to prom.
Yeah.
Kind of weird.
It works.
It's going to be the best day ever, though. So if you see me in public, just scream happy birthday. I'll just love it. I'll know it's for me.
Oh, she will be ecstatic. Okay, so besides Lauren's birthday, there are some things going on that day. SEC Championship Day. Huge, huge, huge. Check out the championship on TV at B&D Burgers. Obviously here at Starland Yard, Coach's Corner, Nikki's on Tybee, and nearly every other bar downtown. Quite literally, everybody's going to be watching it.
Who are you pulling for?
I don't know. I'm like so disturbed by Penn State at the moment that I just like
You can't even think about another team?
Can't.
I'm pulling for Georgia by default, you know?
Yeah.
I don't mind Alabama, but I feel like given
Yeah,
where
I
we
feel like you
live
have
and
to.
all of my friends, I think I'm going to pull for Georgia. So I'm going to get like a specific Georgia red shade of lipstick is my plan.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, awesome. Next one, Christmas movies at Lucas Theater. This is really fun. They chatted us about this. They got stuff going on all month long. Catch your favorite Christmas movies on the big screen at Lucas Theater. On Saturday, you can see Home Alone at 3 p.m. and White Christmas at 7 p.m. Every screening this month has some fun giveaways and surprises for the audience. So really fun to bring your family to, get the kids involved. Got some good movies on the lineup, and we'll keep you kind of updated week by week on what they're going to be showing at the Lucas Theater.
Love it.
Awesome. I'll save this comment for after because your mind is going to be blown. Service Brewing Holiday Makers Market. Love supporting local. We love all of these makers. From 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., shop 39 local artists and makers, as well as some out-of-town creatives, which is awesome for unique gifts with all their jingle. Oh, that will jingle your bells.
That will jingle your bells.
There will be a food truck, DJ, and craft beer all day. And Service will also be releasing their beer, the Big Churro, in 16-ounce cans. Talk about a perfect gift. People.
Hello.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Next, we got for you Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree every Saturday in rude. Every Saturday in December, head to the Christmas tree downtown for some music and entertainment from 1 to 5.
That's cool.
Yeah, every Saturday. Last one for you for Saturday, Savannah Bee Company Winter Festival. Join Savannah Bee Company at their flagship location on Johnny Mercer Boulevard for their Winter Festival for local businesses and artists. Got some live music for you, Dark Shark Taco Food Truck. That is always such a tongue twister for me. Face painting and a food drive for Second Harvest of Coastal Georgia. Love supporting them also.
That get you some honey, y'all.
So many things going on Saturday.
What is your comment? Is it about Home Alone?
Yeah.
I knew it.
How did you know?
Because I was about to tell a Home Alone story, but like it wasn't really my story. I was just saying that like somebody, I think I heard it on a podcast maybe it was Girls Gotta Eat, that she was talking about like around the holidays, if you put something in your like dating profile about Home Alone, you will get so many matches.
Yes.
What is with that?
I don't know. I've never seen it.
What is your Home Alone story?
I've never seen it. You just breezed by it.
Hold up. How?
I don't know. I always watched Elf, Polar Express.
Do you know the premise of it?
Yeah, I know that they leave him home.
They
'cause
leave the little
go-
kid home, and then these like doofus burglars come trying to burglarize the house, which is
I
very
feel like
scary.
I've seen like little clips of it and stuff, but everybody fangirls over the guy that's like grown now. They're like, oh, the Home Alone kid. And he was just in a fashion show and stuff. I'm like, what?
Okay, he's had a transformation. I don't know
Has
if
he?
he was going through something, but he looked bad. Like, no, like some pictures came, I don't remember if it was like a year ago or when it was, but these pictures came out of him and he looked like he was on death's door. It was horrible. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And now he looks like hot and he's like got some meat on his bones. He's got like a glow.
Yeah,
and he's
he was just in a
shows.
fashion show.
What a transformation.
Well, maybe we can watch that. We'll have a little neutral night.
I was just talking about Home Alone actually yesterday because we were somehow me and Cameron got to talking about like movies that are like male character based, and if you like flip-flopped them, you know, like when we were talking about like the Ghostbusters movie, how it just like didn't hit the same, no offense to ladies, I love the women, but it didn't like hit as hard. And then we started talking about Home Alone. We're like, if they flip-flopped that movie and they left a little girl at home and then burglars were trying to get in, that would take a real dark turn. Like, you cannot do that. It's creepy anyway, but even weirder.
Yeah, I feel like we need to have a little Christmas movie marathon. Here I am, like, making fun of Elijah for never carving a pumpkin, and I haven't watched Home Alone.
All right, we'll have a movie night. Actually, we'll go to the Lucas Theater. So.
Yeah, there we go. Done.
All right, y'all. Happening Saturday, December 5th, Alabama, live at the Johnny Mercer Theater. The band Alabama is back on tour after more than a year off due to COVID. They'll be performing with special guest Marshall Tucker Band, and tickets are available at SavannahCivic.com. You know their big song, Dixieland Delight?
Oh, yeah.
I love that song. Is that like a bad song now? Did we cancel that song? Is it okay? I don't know. I don't know the rules.
I've heard recently that cancel culture is getting canceled.
Cancel culture is getting canceled.
I saw that
with
headline.
that.
I agree.
I did see a sweatshirt that said like cancel culture with like a line through it.
Yeah.
Which
I mean, yeah.
Are we canceling
Cancel
culture?
Yeah.
Can we somehow cancel it without canceling it? Is there another way?
I guess it cancels itself out.
Whoa.
So much,
math.
right?
Holy.
That's why we study journalism.
Yeah. Okay, y'all. As usual, thank you to Starland Yard for letting us come and film this every week. So we do want to give you an update on their happenings. Happening on Friday here at Starland Yard is the First Friday Mini Market. So from 5 to 9 p.m., come out to Starland Yard for this month's Mini Market. What do we think this word is? Yopon?
Yopan. Yapan?
Yapan Tea House Skincare will be there, AJ Gray, and there's going to be tarot card readings on site. There's also going to be live music from 6:30 to 9:30 Friday. Also, Starland Yard this week, there's going to be live music on Saturday and Sunday, music bingo Monday, and trivia Tuesday.
They've always got so much going on here.
Slam-packed.
It is so fun. We always say that when we come here, we end up being here all day, quite literally.
Yep, because every single day they start like live music at 12, and then there's somebody new at 3, and then there's like trivia at whatever. It's fun.
It is so good.
Get over here, y'all.
Yes, thank you so much to Starland Yard and NÜTRL for supporting the pod. We really appreciate it. Make sure to follow them on Instagram. And speaking of social media, per usual, make sure to follow us on social media on Instagram at What Are We Doing Sav. We've got some crazy content there for you. It's always a good time. And also follow Connect Savannah at Connect Savannah. If you guys have any events, if you don't find us on Instagram, you can email us. It's whatarewedoingsav@gmail.com. We like to hear events. If you guys have questions, anything.
Do you guys hear this train? If y'all can hear this train.
I was wondering what you were laughing at.
It just got so loud all of a sudden. That's the train telling us to wrap it up.
Yeah,
Look,
they're like, geez,
thank
guys.
you all for listening. If you have listened
you.
to this podcast, please take a screenshot, share it to your story, tag us. If you want to, send it to your friends, do whatever. Just share this somehow. We really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube and Spotify and everything like that. We really appreciate your support every week. And happy birthday to Lauren.
Thank you.
It's going to be a crazy weekend.
Buckle up, y'all.
I'm excited. It'll
Content
be good.
coming your way.
All right, guys, episode 13. We will see you next week.
Have a good weekend.
Bye.